What's up everyone, WizardKen here with another exciting Xbox 360 World of Tanks. Today we're going to be finally finishing up the M103. I know you guys have been, waiting on this review, but sorry guys, I didn't want to do a crappy review while trying to prepare a whole bunch of videos for vacation. Real quick before we jump on there, first of all, I'm glad to be back, but really thank you guys so much for, being there, commenting, watching the videos, and just being so active with these videos that I've been putting out and stuff like that while I was on vacation. Thank you for the comments, the good ones and the bad ones, and they're really not bad ones. They're just critiquing of what happened in the video, and I love that because a lot of you guys are like, oh, that sucked, this and that, and that's great to know, because if something's not working right, or if I say something wrong, or say this is how the tank should be run, and you guys are like, no, that's not how the tank should be run, let me know. I'm telling you how things work for me and this and that, and I need to know your guys' input so I can share with other people what you guys feel is the right way and what's not the right way. Like the IS-7, I'm going to redo a video on that because a lot of people want to see that tank and really get a better feeling for it, because my video pretty much did not give it justice. It really didn't, and I want to do a lot better for that. The next thing is, guys, if you guys haven't watched my video blog I just put up the other day, please do so, because that's gonna let you guys know a lot of things that are happening with my channel, and some of the newer updates that are coming out that I'm very excited about. So anyways, let's talk about this tank, the M103. We have talked about it before, but you know what, let's just go back over it and really give it the justice it needs, because to be honest with you, I've seen this tank a good amount on the game, but you know what, I feel like a lot of people don't care for it as much as they should. This is actually kind of a beast tank for its tier, and to be honest with you, back when the T29 wasn't nerfed down or anything like that, that was a nasty tank for its tier. And you guys know what I mean, especially during the beta. The T29 was one of the top tanks out there for a long time, and it was a mean tank, and I feel the M103 is the same way, but it's still mean, it's still a nasty tank, and if you don't know how to deal with it, it's going to kick your ass, because I've had it happen to me numerous of times. So this tank, first off, is very nicely angled and rounded. It has a very nice turret that's rounded. The only bad spot is its hatch on the top, which is still rounded and can be ricocheted. But all in all, this is a nasty tank. It's great for peekabooing. It's also nice like the T29. If you guys, and I revert back to T29 because a lot of you guys aren't at the M103 yet, or you're at the T32, or you're still in the T29. But you guys can tell that the T29, you're able to peekaboo over the top of a ridge or something like that, or a side of a hill, and the only thing the enemy could see is just your hatch, or I mean your turret. They couldn't shoot at your lower plate. This tank's turret is able to look down without showing too much of its lower plate, or even any of it at all, and sometimes can even hide the upper plate and destroy another tank very, very easily. I love doing that in the game. It's a lot of fun, and that's what makes this tank a very nasty tank. It's got the height to be able to do that. But let's go ahead and start talking about the front of this tank again. So as you can see, the lower plate and upper plate are very well slanted. The upper plate a little bit more than the lower plate. Now the upper plate is slanted as much as the tier 10 T110's plates are, and also their lower plate looks exactly like the upper plate too. That's why the T110s are very nasty tanks, because of the way their upper and lower plates are, and they're hard to hit. Now this lower plate on here isn't terrible. It still can ricochet, but you still have to watch out for a lot of those tanks. Usually my T32 has penetrated the bottom of this tank, but it has ricocheted a lot too, depending on how someone has angled their M103. This is a very frontal tank. I'm not saying that you don't need to angle your tank. I'm just saying that the sides and the back are very exposure tanks, or parts of this tank, and you want to keep this tank pretty much angled at your opponent, or at least looking at your opponents, and then angle yourself a little bit as you're fighting your opponents. Now you have 3 viewports in the front, or actually it's 2 viewports and a driving, or I think the front one's the driving port and the other 2 are the other viewports. So or they might all 3 might be the driver ones. But anyways, you have 3 viewports in the front. Whether the drivers or not, I don't know. I believe that they gotta be the drivers. But anyways, I've never been damaged there in the sense of like actually health points coming down, but I have been hit there, and either my driver's been killed or something like that. So that's why I'm saying it's gotta be where the driver is. So just gotta watch out for that area. Also, right above it, as you can see, right above the turret, you can see like there's like a grayed out area that kind of resembles like someone needs to put like a new paint job on there. It's been worn down because of the turret going up and down. I have been pinned there, and to be honest with you, I've been pinned there a lot, which is kind of funny since it is angled, but I guess that is a weaker part of the turret, and it is able to penetrate inside of there. So you gotta keep an eye on that. But all in all, the front of it, there's not really too many things to worry about, except like I said, that lower plate. Now going to the side of the tank, you can see it's very exposed. You're going to get tracked a lot in this tank. That's what I do. I like to track it and then start shooting the sides of this tank when I'm going against it. That's the weakest parts that I find on the tank. I don't like fighting this tank straight on for the reasons I've already stated before. Now if you're a tier 8 tank trying to shoot this thing in the side of the turret, good luck. I know some of the tank destroyers can do it, but a lot of tanks, I know with the T-32, I've tried shooting this thing in the side of the turret, and it's ricocheted a lot. Usually the tier 9s and 10s can at least penetrate the side of this thing, but tier 8s and lower are not going to really do but so much unless you're like a tank destroyer or something like that. Now there might be another tank out there that can do it. If you guys know of any, please leave it in the comments so other people can learn what tanks they need to watch out for in that set if you have been hit by other tanks, or you have a tank that has been able to penetrate the side turret of this of the M103. Now going to the back of this tank, as you can see, it's still pretty well rounded in the back of the turret, and I have shot at this thing with the T-32 and not been able to pin the back end. I think I've done it a couple of times, but majority of the time I've ricocheted things from the back end of this turret. But pretty much all in all, guys, if you have to, just stay with shooting the bottom of this tank, because it's just a better thing to do, because you don't want to chance ricocheting the top of this thing. You really don't, you know. So anyways, let's move to the turret. Now the turret is very rounded. It's kind of like the IS-7, but it's a lot longer. Well, I guess no, the IS-7's a longer turret too, but it's more rounded, I guess you could say, and smaller. The thing I like about this turret is, if you could see from the side of it, it kind of V's itself. It kind of goes straight across and then angles a little bit, and that's a really cool feature that this tank has, because when you're getting shot at, rounds might shoot the top, and they're just going to go right up that V, and you can see there's 2 little small plates on either end. There's one in front of that viewport in the left, if you're looking at it right now, in the top left, and then right near the radio antenna on the right side, there's 2 little metal pieces that you can see going straight up and down. I'm trying to find a better angle to show this at, but there's not one. But anyways, those are supposed to help from bullets going any further and shooting straight up and off off the tank, so you don't have to worry about it actually hitting your viewport in the top or the hatch. So that's a really nice feature that this tank has. Now, talking about the hatch and viewport, you can see that viewport does stick up a lot, and that is a sore thumb for people to shoot at. And also the hatch on the top, it's very rounded, but still one of the #1 spots for people to shoot at. I'm sorry if you guys can hear my dog snoring. He's like bored with me talking about tanks all the time. So, but as I said, this tank is a very mean tank. It does a lot of damage, and we're going to talk about that in a few minutes. We're going to go over the equipment, we're going to go over the crew, and we're also going to go over the consumables and stuff like that, because that's very important to know about what you should pick out for every tank. So let's talk about the crew, because the crew is going to work us down to what we want to do with consumables and equipment and stuff like that. First of all, now you could do this in any order, like, you know, doing the brother in arms or the mentor, but I went with doing repairs first. The reason why I do repairs, and I suggest this on any tank, on any tank, especially you tank destroyers, repairs are amazing, because once your crew knows that, you won't need your repair kits to repair your tracks. This can pretty much repair your tracks in like 3 to 4 seconds. Now, if you have the toolbox as your equipment, it's even quicker. So, but I put this on there so I don't have to worry about tracks getting damaged and me having to repair them. I can save my repair kit for the ammo or the or my gun being damaged, and I can repair those very quickly. The next thing I do is brother in arms. Of course, this helps your skills of your crew, and then also mentor is a great one to get additional crew XP. Now, you guys are looking, why do you always get Eagle Eye? And I've explained this in other videos, but I love Eagle Eye because I love being able to look at a tank and see what's damaged in it, and that will help me determine what kind of plan I'm going to do next. Like if I see like, okay, like there's an E100 and he's ammo racked, I could see that, and I know it's going to take him a lot longer time to reload, so I could possibly get 2 shots into him before having to hide in the cover before he can get another shot off. Or at least then I know if I hit the ammo rack again, he could possibly blow up. You know, so there's a lot of benefits from having Eagle Eye and being able to shoot at certain points of the tank. I like that a lot. After that, you guys can pretty much pick any of your any other skill in there, but I like these pretty much on all my tanks. And also, of course, one of the most important ones is Sixth Sense, which I should have done after getting the repairs. I should have done that after the repairs, but I didn't. I like having my Eagle Eye, and that's my personal preference. But Sixth Sense is one that I will be getting after I do the mentor. Alright, so let's go to consumables. Now this is going to be a plain and simple thing. I know you guys see that I had some high explosives, and that's just because I was going through the packages and just remembering how much damage each gun does and stuff like that. And when you do that, it automatically puts back the shells that that were originally in that package. So so it automatically puts your high explosive shells back on there. Anyways, I always stick with armor piercing. I don't like doing the gold rounds. Reason why is just it's expensive, and you could do a good amount of damage with this round. Plus, the pen's not terribly bad either. High explosive rounds, I suggest that you guys, if you do want to use them, only have 5 in there. They do help out. They do, especially with those really terrible things. But sometimes they don't, and they could actually cost you your life if you're not careful. Now, like I said, I still carry a small repair kit. Now, I don't do the automatic one. You guys can put automatic ones on there, but if you guys have your crew and they already have the repair unlocked for your crewmen, then I would highly suggest going back to the small repair kit. Reason why is because if they can repair your tracks in 4 seconds, your automatic repair kit will kick in before they get to finish, and you just wasted a repair kit. With this, I know I can choose when I get to repair things. Of course, always have your first aid kit. You need that. And then, now you could do the automatic fire extinguisher, or you could do the manual. I go with the manual, and that's because I'm going to show you real quick. The automatic one costs you 50 gold. Okay, 50 gold for every time. I mean, it's got some passive boosts, like reduces the chance of fire by 10. But I don't think that's worth 50 gold. I really don't. That's really, to be honest with you, the automatic fire extinguisher, once you catch on fire, you still damage yourself like 2 or 3 times. Like, you'll see the points coming up 2 or 3 times before that thing kicks in and destroys the flames. And then you just wasted 50 gold. Especially you tank destroyers like the Jag Tiger, where the engine's in the front, you always catch on fire a lot of the times. So I would highly suggest that you get the manual fire extinguisher and do it yourself. It's cheaper, and it's not going to cost you 50 gold, which is stupid. It's really stupid. Anyways, so equipment. Now this is what I would suggest for any heavy tank or tank destroyer. I know you tank destroyers, some of you can't get the vertical stabilizers because you don't have a rotating turret, and that's fine. I would do open the vents, or I would do camo, the camo net. So, but on this tank, you know, I love the enhanced gun laying drive because it increases how quickly the bubbles zoom in, so you can shoot at a target. That's always a good thing to have. The vertical stabilizer, of course, is a great thing to have, especially, you guys know, the chafies or those stewards or the leopards running around. They're so quick, and when you're chasing them with just your turret, you're sitting still and you're chasing them with your turret, your bubbles are growing bigger and bigger and bigger, and then by the time you get a chance to shoot at them, you know, your bubbles are so big that you're gonna miss no matter what. So this is great to help with that problem and being able to tank out those scout tanks quicker. But also it helps with, like, you know, being able to have better accuracy when you're moving. The large caliber tank gun rammer, of course. Subtracting time off of your reload is just like, you know, the enhanced gun lane drive. Whatever can help you out the most is better. You know, if you can get a quicker reload time, that extra, you know, 10% could be the meaning of life and death when you're facing another tank. And then finally, packages. Let's go over packages. So let's start with the first package. You know, it's not the most amazing gun. You start out with a 105 millimeter, which is like the second gun you get with the T32. It's not the most amazing thing out there. It does 198 pen and 320 damage. Now for a tier 9, that's not going to do very much. You're pretty much going to be shooting people in the sides. This is probably going to be your worst package to get through, is that one. Now, if you can free XP it, or you've worked your way up to the second package, you finally get the 120 gun, the tier 9. Now this gun, if you can look at it, has a nice rate of fire. It's 5.3. I mean, this is a big gun, so the shells are gonna, of course, take a lot longer to reload. But you've went from, what is it, 193 pen to 242 pen. It's really nice. Now these are just standard shells. Someone pointed out to me the other day, the first number is the standard shells, the second number, the 340, is the gold rounds, and the last one is the heat rounds. And I didn't know that for the longest time. To be honest with you, I thought it was the damage in the front, the pen in the side, and the how much pen you need for the back. But anyways, doesn't matter. But thank you. I can't remember your name for pointing that out to me. But anyways, it does 242 penetration with the normal rounds and 400 damage. Now this gun you will like It's not the best gun out there, but it is a really, really nice gun to have for the second package. It really helps you out, and you're not going to be frustrated as much like you were on the first gun. This one, you could sit there and you can have decent gains with it and stuff like that. Now, on the last package, it does take you a little bit longer to get, but you do move up some more in the penetration. Your damage stays the same, but the final gun, it's worth to get. It feels a lot better than the second package, and I've had a lot of fun with it. It's a great, it's nice having that tier 10 gun on there. It's really, really nice 120, and it's mean. It really is. Now let's go to consumables and get all my stuff back. That's what I mean. It automatically changes stuff back. So, but like I said, this is a very, very mean tank. It's very frontal, like I said, and let's test out this tank. Now, I will be doing more videos with this tank, probably with Roy and Bubba. I'm not going to do any individual videos with this tank anymore. It will just be, you know, if I happen to play it in a video, then it happens to go in there. If you guys want more videos on how to play this tank more, let me know and I'll do some more. But basically these videos are mostly just talking about the tank and its pros and cons and stuff like that. Now the IS-7, I've been asked to do more videos on that one, and if you guys want more videos like this person asked, I will do another video, which I will be doing the IS-7 again very, very soon. So let's at least take this tank out for a spin. Alright guys, we're here, Fisherman Bay. Let's look at our competition. Alright, nothing really too scary. So let's see how our M103 does on this level. Now, Fisherman Bay, I haven't gotten in a while. It's always when I record that I get it. I know you guys don't always see it in my recordings because I sometimes delete the videos and this and that if, you know, I screw up on something, saying something or something like that. So, but this is one I actually like a lot. This map, and I can't wait to do the review for this map. It's got a lot of potential. It really does. Alright. Here we go. Let's start kicking some butt. This tank, I mean, this map really does have a lot of potential that isn't used very much on the Xbox version. A lot of people don't use it to its full potential, and it could really be a dominating factor in this game, the way you do stuff here. No, people, okay, some people are going to the town. Now, what I like to do is exactly what these guys are doing, and it's rushing up Alpha 1 line. And wow, they are pushing up there, and there's no one out there. That's actually kind of good, in a way. Now, as you can see, that's a devastating hit, guys. This is a real devastating gun that this thing has on there. I know he's only a tier 7, but still. I mean, we're gonna do some damage with this thing. We are. Alright, I need to go and help these guys in the town, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. And I can get away with coming across here. Now, normally I would not suggest this because you can get spotted up through here, but since those guys are already up there, they're gonna spot anything up through this line. And that's good, because now I know I can come across here and come up. My idea is to come up along this side and shoot at these guys like crazy. And I'm going to start telling people to head this way. Now, we might die from doing this, but I'm going to tell you what, we're going to get some hits in here. We're going to do what we can, and we're going to hopefully tear some people up. If my teammates that are in the town can handle it, they might not be able to handle doing all of this. Alright, I need to get up on this little hill a little bit. And this is what I mean, not a lot of people are taking advantage of this town. See, these guys aren't even noticing me up here yet. They have no idea I'm up here, and I'm just going to shoot in between the buildings. Yeah, Tiger 2. What are you doing? What are you doing, buddy? Come on. You guys think you want to get my lower plate? I'm going to hide it a little bit. Make it a little bit harder for you guys to come after me. Now their team is going to be rocking through here quick, and I'm going to back up and get ready for this, because this is not going to be good when these guys come through here. Alright, am I set up okay? Let me see. No, I need to get over a little bit more. And that is why. Alright, KB, eat it. I'm going to knock all these guys down, and I'm going to do it, and I'm going to kill them. Because they're not paying attention. That's right, guys. Eat it. I'm one tank, and I will stand on my own if I have to. Oops, hit another. I thought I was going to take out the T-29, but was not able to because he was hidden. Oop, Su-152. He's kind of a nasty tank, but I should be fine going against him. Yeah, I'm going to ricochet. I need to be able to get a better spot. This is what I mean by being able to repair my gun a little better. Goodbye. And see, no one is even contesting me. If they would just have pushed against me, they would have done something against me. And I am just going to stay back here and snipe them all out. If that's all I have to do. Oh, the Tiger. I thought for sure he was going to keep pushing. That's alright. Oh, yeah. Oh, we're not going to get any more hits in there. But we did pretty dang good. Well, guys, sometimes it's just good to sit back there and be a sniper. As you can see, the award said. It's not that bad to sit back there and do that. Let's see how we did. Alright, we came in first. We did a good amount. I got 4 kills in there. And 3,545 damage. Let's see, battle results is shots fired 13, direct hits 12. That's pretty good, guys. Our percentage on there is pretty nice. As I said, the M103 is a really nice tank if you play it right. You know, I stayed back a little bit to help those guys out. I came in from the side, and even when they were shooting at me, none of them got a hit on me, except for when they damaged my turret or my gun, and I repaired it instantly and was able to get back into the game. So anyways, guys, I'm WizardKen. If you guys want some more videos of just the M103, let me know in the comments. Let me know what other tanks you guys would like to see. I know a lot of you guys want to see a Arty and Tank Destroyer. I will be able to do the Tank Destroyer next. But Arties, I am going to have to wait on that one until I get some more XP to be able to get up there, at least to the tier 6. And that one, I will probably do the American artillery. So anyways, guys, until next time, see ya.